Everybody, welcome back to Conor here. Yeah, I mean, what can you really say about that? Dross, crap. I don't even know. Qualityless. There was just nothing. Apart from that Dallas chance, it was all half chances really. I don't really know what to say about it. I'm not massively disappointed because, in my opinion, we're still overperforming and we're still doing more than we would ever have expected to do this season. I mean, that's me spinning a positive on it, guys. That really is me spinning a positive on it. And that's why, when it's just so difficult to sort of comprehend because, in my opinion, we're playoffs and we really are. And I'm being brutally honest with you guys. I do think that, I watched Sheffield United versus QPR. It was just a game I managed to catch and they just destroyed them. West Brom last week always looked like they were going to score against QPR. And it's not right just comparing games. Of course it's not, but you do have to compare games at certain points in the season because essentially that's what football's all about. A certain game will win against a certain opposition, and then you'll expect to win that game against that particular opposition. You've seen it with Stoke. We expected to beat Stoke. Sorry, when they were on that run, we didn't. They turned it round against us, and they've not won since. The QPR have lost 7 on the bounce. And they put in a really good performance against Leeds again. Yes, I know QPR have evidently turned up, but we all knew that. We all knew they would turn up. But we've got to expect that. We've got to manage expectation. We've got to create things. We didn't create enough tonight. We're losing the ball way too much, and it just looked like maybe the event got on top of us. I don't know. We weren't playing our normal high press game. We weren't keeping the ball. We were kicking it away. We weren't creating chances. It was just very lacklustre. It was a pretty dire performance, to be honest. And the reason I say it's dire as well, maybe in seasons gone by, we'd have said, that's a really good performance, even though we've lost. But at the end of the day, guys, we're vying for the top 2 here. We want the top 2 in this division. So if you want the top 2 in this division, that is a very, very poor performance against a team who sit bottom of the form table. This isn't just a QPR side who have performed well. This is the first time QPR have performed well in this calendar year. They've been shocking in 2019. There's people calling for Steve McLaren's head. He's pretty much turned his job around just exactly like the Stoke manager did against us. Do you know what I mean? And it's got to improve. The consistency's got to improve. And, that is where, a lot of you will dislike this because you'll think, oh, well, it's me being this, me being that. But I genuinely think we're a playoff team. I think we're a top-ember playoff team. We've got a lot of games to go against some of the top teams in this division, in my personal opinion. We've got Bristol City away. We've got Preston away. We've still got Sheffield United and West Brom to play. We've still got to go away to some really tough places as well. Brentford, Birmingham. That's probably the easiest away game we're going to get. And a lot of people say, well, yeah, it's QPR on Tuesday night. I completely empathise with that. But this is a team who've been absolutely shambolic in this calendar year. They've been absolutely awful. And I fully expected Leeds. At the weekend I wasn't as sure. But, when I was reading a few stats and I was looking at, Leeds' play a little bit at the weekend. And we played some nice stuff at the weekend, played some really nice stuff against Swansea. But once again, it's the final third. We do not look dead. There's no times in that final third where I get up and go, oh, I don't know about you guys, where you get up and go, oh, here we go. We just look, the balls are played over, they don't beat the first man, the corners don't beat the first man. I don't understand what's going on corners. I do not understand. Why can we not beat the first man? And why, when we do beat the first man, does it go miles into the sky and then beyond anybody and then go out for a throw-in on the opposite side of the field? I don't understand why we don't have a designated corner taker. And a lot of things went wrong for me tonight. I don't understand a lot of Bielsa's substitutions. You 1-0 down. Why not bring Izzy Brown on in the 60th minute? I get that he doesn't want to start him. I understand that. Why not bring him on in the 60th minute? Why not bring him on in the 55th minute when he can make a difference, when he can truly make a difference? You can't expect him to come on with 8 or 9 minutes to go and for him to drag 2 goals back for us. Someone who's been out for 18 months. It's not realistic. You've got to bring him on a little bit earlier, and that's why I'd have liked to have seen him introduced against Bolton, because he could have done something in that game. Come on, his debut in front of the Ellen Road faithful, ease him into the QPR game, potentially start him. But you bring him on. He did okay, but he couldn't do much. What can you do when Leeds are chasing the game with 8 minutes to go? It's not good enough. You've got to bring him on earlier. Why bring Douglas on? What was that about? What was that about? I love Marcelo Bielsa more than anything, as we all do. But what is that about? But, at the same time, Marcelo was right, in my opinion, to take Calvin Phillips off. I really did think the midfield was getting overrun. I thought Luke Freeman, I thought Eze were all over us in that midfield. I thought they were picking up the ball and they were finding gaps. Luongo was that little pivot. and they were finding a lot of holes in our midfield. And I think the midfield battle was key today, and we lost it. And we lost it when we were in the cup competition against them as well. It was one of the key points I made in the video. Yes, we didn't have our full team out, but we still had the likes of Adam Forshaw in there. We still had the likes of Click in there against QPR in the cup competition, and they got overrun by Eze and Freeman, and it happened again. You know, discluding Forshaw, and these things have got to go for you, especially if you're trying to vie for the top two. They've got to go for you, and you've got to win these battles. You've got to win your individual battles. You've got to go from the start. Well, as I said at the start, where's the high press gone? Where is that gone? Leeds sort of sit off now. We don't hunt teams down in packs. It just doesn't happen anymore. I don't understand where that's gone. You know, the lackadaisical passes, the lazy passes, the passes against the opposition players that are going nowhere. The silly free kicks that beat everyone, and we don't give ourselves chances. And what was that all about in the last minute, where, you know, we're trying to get a goal, we're trying to get the ball up the pitch, and then Kika Casilla runs 40 yards up the pitch to tap the ball to Douglas, you know, and then right at the end when the whistle's blown, when we need to get the ball in the box, we're just fannying around with it. And I guess that is Bielsa, and we play Bielsa till the end, and I love that. But sometimes you just think decision making with Leeds United isn't on point, and it's got to be on point if you want to get in that top two. You know, for me, and it is so frustrating. I said I was calm at the start of the video, but when you talk about it, you get a little bit more heated. Of course you do, but I'm just so disappointed because I thought we could have picked something up against tonight, against a poor team, and they came out against Leeds and we made them look good. We made Luke Freeman look like Messi at times tonight. I thought he was the best player on the pitch, but he's been anonymous for the past 7 games. You know, he's been nowhere. You know, he's not even, I think he's been injured as well, so Massimo Luongo, we made him look like Pirlo, and I think performances have got to be better. They've got to be better than that, and we go into a really tough West Brom game, so there's got to be a massive reaction. You know, I was calling for a reaction from the Bolton game because I didn't think the performance was good enough, but this, it really was, guys, against a team that we should be beating. We should be beating if we want that top two, in my personal opinion, and we didn't. And, you know, giving ourselves a bit of an uphill task now. But, you know, if we want to stay in that top two, we're only 2 points off at the end of the day, but things have got to change. The consistency's got to change. Izzy Brown's got to feature a hell of a lot more for me. You've seen his stature even when he comes onto the pitch. He's a big, big lad. He's evidently good with his feet. I thought Tyler Roberts was okay tonight. I thought Jack Harrison, it's one of the best games he's played, but there was too many players tonight who had off games for me. And there needs to be a serious improvement if we're going to go into these last, 12 games and get promotion. We've got a hell of a lot of points to play for. Yeah, of course we have, but the performances have got to be up, the consistency's got to be up, and the general quality of players got to be up. Leeds need to keep that high press, which we're not seeing enough of anymore, and teams are just having their sort of way at the back, and it doesn't seem to be impacting them that much. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think in the comment section below. It's been Conor. I'm sure there's going to be a few dislikes, but, you know, let me know what you think. I'm not necessarily bothered about that. I just want to know what you guys think. You know, as a Leeds fan, I'm one of you guys, and all the lads' previews will be out tonight, and I think we're just so sorely disappointed with that. End of the day, QPR 1, Leeds United 0. Let me know what you guys think. Cheers.